Installing your Nitrorcx engine may be a little challenging for inexperienced RC hobbyists. First, you need to seat the engine in the correct position. You want to make sure the pull start is facing the rear and the flywheel is facing the front. Go ahead and seat the engine on your car. Once you have that in place, you want to grab a hold of your motor and flip the car over. After you flip over the car, you need to choose two screws. You want to choose two screws that are diagonally across from each other. And when you put in these screws, you want to make sure they're not completely tight. You want to leave at least a turn or two. The engine should be able to slide freely up and down like this. The reason why we're only putting in two screws right now is because we need to achieve a proper gear mesh later on. After you have this done, flip the car back over. Next, we are going to refasten the brake and throttle linkages to the servo horn. Let's do the throttle first. Use the Allen screw to connect the linkage back onto the servo horn. Make sure to use the second hole on the left side of the T-shape. After that, you want to connect the linkage to the bottom hole of the carburetor assembly. Next, we will do the brakes. Hook the brake linkage onto the servo horn on the hole next to the throttle. Insert it by coming from the top and turning it 90 degrees at the bend. And finally, we're going to reattach the brake linkage to the brake cam. Then securing it by tightening the grub screw on top. Next, we need to reset the servo before mounting the servo horn. To reset the servo, we need to turn on the car and the remote. Please make sure your throttle trim is centered, and then try out your throttle and brakes. This should reset the servo to a neutral position. After you get the servo in a neutral position, you want to replace the servo horn back onto the servo, trying to maintain a T-shape that is parallel to the edge of the servo itself. After you have it aligned properly, screw in the Phillips head screw to secure your servo horn. Make sure the silver colored stopper next to the Allen head screw are touching or as close as possible. If they aren't, you can adjust this by loosening the grub screw on top. You can now check that the throttle is set properly by looking inside the carburetor. When you pull on the throttle, the carburetor opening should open up all the way. When you pull on the brake, the carburetor should stay in the same position. Once you have determined that everything is set properly, you need to achieve a proper gear mesh and finish mounting the motor using the 4 screws underneath the car. If you do not know how to properly mesh the gears on an RC car, check out our other video, Achieving a Proper Gear Mesh. After screwing in the 4 screws underneath the car, we just need to reattach the fuel line and the exhaust tube. And that's how to install a Nitro engine. So stay tuned guys for more instructional videos from Nitrorcx.